What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've showed my face on YouTube, but I'm back. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, my name is Chris. I've been making travel videos for a little bit now, but I do just want to update everybody that I am home now and back in Las Vegas. After 7 months on the road in 9 countries, I am finally back. I'll be here for a little bit. See, I've been traveling most of 2019 since June, and I just got back now, which is January. But yeah, we hit like most of Southeast Asia, Philippines, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. I even hit Taiwan and Japan in the end. It was a crazy journey, insane time of my life. Every country had crazy stories. Every country was different. It was just a straight adventure. I've just been documenting the whole journey, so I've just been slowly putting it up on YouTube, video by video. Yeah, if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and follow along on these stories that I've had throughout the past 7 months. So sad coming back home, but it is nice to be back with all my fam and friends. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, so tonight though we're gonna talk about the Taraw hike in El Nido, and that was pretty crazy. Yeah, so there was this hike that I've seen on Instagram and some other social medias that I've seen of this viewpoint in El Nido that looked like the craziest looking view ever. It looked like the most epic photo that I've seen, and everyone that I've seen that has gone up there sits on these rocks, sits on this limestone rock way up high, and you can see the view of the ocean and boats, and it looked like you're just super high up on a rock, top of El Nido, top of the world, like the most majestic looking place. After day 2 of island hopping, my friend Meg signed up for the hike, and she asked me to do it. The hostel actually has a guide that will take you up there and do the hike. I said, why not? Just check it out. But they warned us that it was super hard and just know that it's super dangerous. So I looked it up later, the Taraw hike, and I found out that this was the hike that I saw on Instagram, and I was super excited to do it. So we went out that night. It was like we went to the puka bar place. Yeah, I got home super late. Had to wake up early, but I got back to the hostel like 4 a.m. so I didn't even sleep. I remember just going to my room to get some stuff and then going out into the town for the hike. It's about 1 hour hike, 1 hour going up and see the sunrise from there. Our guide AJ was gonna meet us up in the middle of the town and take us straight to the hike. We met up with AJ and then gave us some waters, and he warned us. He was like, hey, this is like pretty dangerous and this is pretty hard, so just be like super careful and just follow my lead. And we're just like, all right, sure. 6 a.m. We didn't sleep last night because we went out the last night in El Nido. But we're doing the morning Taraw hike, which is, I heard, is really hard. Taraw Cliff Hike. And I have no energy right now. I'm so tired. But I bought some pandesal. But we're ready to go still. We're going up there. Somewhere there. We first go through like this neighborhood. It looked like a favela or something going into the entrance of the hike. I feel like we went through some backyards and like through some alleyways, and I would not have known where this hike would be if it wasn't for our guide. So I think you do need a guide for this hike for sure. So yeah, the first couple minutes of the hike, I remember going through just jungle. I remember there was a ton of mosquitos in there, which kind of sucked because you do cross through some little ponds and little lakes. You just climb all of that.
That's a short shirt.
Oh,
Okay?
we go up there.
All you have to do is follow my footsteps. forehead.
Shoot.
I sweat.
Chill.
But yeah, the minute that we saw limestone and we saw that just a wall of rock. What?
Wave your hands like.
I knew at that point that it was just like rock climbing all the way to the top. We just started like going up, just slowly and carefully. Whoa. Insane. Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Yo. You're right first.
So the minute that we started climbing, I kind of knew that this was pretty dang difficult, just based on like how sharp those limestone rocks are. It's like one misstep and you could definitely like get hurt. You could cut yourself on those things. So yeah, AJ gave us these gloves, these rubber gloves to wear, because this limestone is like mad sharp and it's super sketchy. Oh my gosh, look at this.
The trees have a dick, alright.
What is this, dude?
You want me to take your photo?
Mommy, yeah.
Bro. Here, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go here.
But I did have some climbing experience. I did indoor bouldering all last year. And I think it really did help a lot for this hike. I don't even think it's a hike, it's more of like a climb. Because I was using my arms and my legs both equally. Midway through the hike, we could already see some views. We took some sick photos like midway through. So there was a little spot that you could stand on top of this limestone that has the ocean view in the back. So maybe that was like 30 more minutes of more climbing up and we're at the top. I think near the top is when the climb got the most difficult, because you gotta just watch like where you're putting your hands and where you're putting your feet at all times. And sometimes it was like pretty vertical and you'd have to reach pretty dang far to grab the next hold and to keep moving forward. It's actually a crazy workout. I remember I was like sweating so bad in there. It was hot and humid. My shirt was drenched. So yeah, it definitely surpassed like how difficult I thought the hike would be, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, when AJ said that we were near the top, I was like pretty happy already that all this climbing was done. And we were about to check out this view from the top. So as we were going up to the top and seeing the view for the first time from up there, it was just amazing. And it was just the craziest view that I've ever seen in my life. And I think this was the first view of the whole trip that I've seen like something that majestic ever. Oh my gosh. Just see ocean and you see all these little boats, like they're like this tiny when you look down. But you just see like the clouds out in the distance and you see parts of an island like over there, and it's just everything is like 360 view. See everything from up there. Yeah, we were just like taking photos up there. It was a little scary taking photos when you go up to a spot and you take your hands off the ground to go like this or something. I was a little nervous, but regardless, like when I was standing up there and I put my hands out like this, I really felt like this was a moment. We're up here on top of the world, sunrise, looking down at everything. I just remembered like quitting my job to go traveling, and now I'm here on top of the world, on top of this view, looking down, and it was just like a breathtaking moment. Like there's nothing else like that. It was like super insightful for me to be up on top of that mountain. It was definitely worth all the trouble to get up there and all the danger. It was definitely worth all the sweating and getting bit by mosquitoes and waking up early and not sleeping. Probably one of the main highlights that I've ever had on any trip. feel like the photos just don't capture the entire experience of being there. When you're up there, it is just, there's no time. You don't think about anything. You're just looking down and you're just kind of in the moment at that time. Just taking it all in. I just wanted to take it all in and remember it forever. Especially it was my first time ever in El Nido, and it was just really sick. Once we got down, we were just so happy to be alive. How was it?
It was great.
That was crazy, but we're alive. That was sick. Oh, that's crazy. Oh yeah, that was good. Yeah, and we got back down. It was crazy. Like I couldn't even like stop smiling from the view that we just saw. That was the craziest hike ever.
So crazy. God, we're alive.
That was kind of scary up there.
But worth it.
So I definitely recommend it. All you need to do is be in good physical condition. Wear good shoes, ones that have like pretty thick soles, I guess, because you're gonna be stepping on like some sharp limestone, and if your soles are too thin, it's gonna bend like that and it might hurt your feet a little bit. Yeah, bring water because it is hot and humid. Eat something before you go up. Make sure you have some energy and make sure you're awake. Do not do that climb if you're hungover or drunk, because you will definitely get hurt unless you're good at like doing physical things when you're drunk. I know some people can do that for some reason. And definitely go with a guide. There's no way I would have done this hike without a guide. I don't even think it's allowed to climb it without a guide. So I was super happy that Outpost had AJ. Yeah, he was a super cool dude. Made sure we were all good, made sure we were all safe. Yeah, it was definitely worth it. I hope everyone can experience that someday. If you do go to El Nido, check out Outpost Hostel and check out the Taraw hike. I'm sure you could find a guide in other places around El Nido, but as long as you have a guide, you should be alright. So yeah, leave a comment if you have any questions about this Taraw hike. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and like this video. I will see you guys next time. Alright, peace out.